everybody, it's me, Gregory Scott. Thank you for joining me today. It's a real pleasure to be with you today. And today I just want to start by saying a big thank you to all the lovely, wonderful people who support me on Patreon. It's a kind of monthly subscription service where people really support me in improving these videos. And thank you to all the lovely people who do that on Patreon. I've been able to buy some new tarot decks. So I will be using some new cards this week, which I'm really excited about. Now, the first deck I got is this. It's called Ramses Tarot of Eternity. And I recently did some quizzes just for fun. And one of the answers that came up was that in a previous life, I had a previous life in Egypt. And I know that the quizzes were just jokey and just for fun, but I actually have had past life regression, and I've done past life regressions. And in those regressions, I have had past lives in Egypt. So that was really a nice reminder for me. And when I saw these cards today, I thought, I'm going to buy these and have a look at what they're like. Usually I get my decks online and I have a really good look of what they actually look like. But because I've just bought these in a shop here in Glastonbury, these are going to be a surprise, so I'm excited as well. Okay, so the box isn't new, but the actual cards are. So let's have a look. Let's open these up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose three cards for today's reading. So that we don't need. That's the kind of index card. Look at these. We don't need that at the back. Let's put that aside. Okay, and let's give these a really good mix. We've got a nice kind of Ramses there at the back. So I need to shuffle these obviously really, really well because they're in order when you first buy tarot cards. So let's shuffle these. Throw them all over the place. Let them jump around. And I do like the back. It's very nice, light brown. It's very friendly looking. I get a good vibe from these cards. And this is the kind of shape of card that's just perfect. It's very easy to work with. No frills. Okay. I think that should do it. There we go. So 3 cards, and sometimes when I choose my 3 cards, if you've been watching me for a while, you'll know how I operate. If you're new to the channel, the 3 cards can represent morning, afternoon and evening, or they can represent a major theme for the day. So let's get on with it. This is the reading for Monday, the 13th of July, 2015. Okay. So, the first card is the Queen of Wands, then we've got the Ace of Swords, and then we've got the Star, or the stars in this deck in reverse. Okay, good. So, the Queen of Wands represents creativity, and it represents passion and excitement, and you can see this kind of Egyptian queen here. It looks quite masculine actually, and she's kind of lounging. She's very luxurious. She's living the good life, so to speak, and she's got there probably through her own kind of personality, through her birth, through the situation she's been in, but she embodies that element of the queen. It's power, it's passion, and excitement and strength. So you really start the week under the protective kind of energy of the Queen of Wands, and you will enter the week with that strength and courage, and you will exude a certain amount of charisma as well. The next card is the Ace of Swords, and ace cards are blessings from the universe, and this is interesting because we've got chariots here running around, and then kind of on a side we've got a lynx killing a snake with an axe. Now the snake I'm just trying to piece this together because at first glance often cards can make sense, but this doesn't make sense to me. Snake can represent wisdom, and it can also represent jealousy and slyness. And the lynx is a predator, it's a cat. So he would be killing that kind of animal, but he's got a weapon, so he's got an additional advantage. we've got these people riding into battle. So the Ace of Swords in this deck represents as having an extra advantage, which will help you move forward and really take strong action, I would say. So this deck kind of represents it in more warlike than I'm used to, but I think the thing that's important here is that you've got the energy and the kind of motivation to move forward and to make a decision, and you have the advantage, okay? So both of these cards already are saying you're strong, you're passionate, you're powerful, own your own feelings, and then you've got an advantage when it comes to making decisions. And the Star in reverse, beautifully drawn here. Star in reverse is about letting go of negativity so that you can let your light shine, like this Pharaoh here. So if you want to feel lighter, if you want to feel more yourself, and like you give yourself the opportunity to let your own light shine, then make the decision to detox the negativity out of your life by being strong. So if someone constantly criticizes you and you always put up with it, then maybe own your own power today and say, no, that is enough. Or if at work you're not appreciated, but you're expected to do hours of overtime without pay, then it may be time to put your foot down and say, well, actually the contract says, is this valid? You know? So that's what this is about. Owning your own power, standing your own power so that you can shine more brightly in your own life. 1, 2, and 15, 16, 17. 17 and 2 is 19. 1 and 9 is 10. And 10 reduces to 1. And 1 in numerology is about creation, leadership, beginnings, owning your own power and using that to make things or to lead things in a way that you want them to go. So this day is all about owning your own strength and making things happen as a result of your own strength. I hope that's useful. If you'd like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website, gregoryscott.com. Again, thanks to all the supporters on Patreon. If you would like to support me on Patreon as well, I'll put the link down below in the description box. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.